everybody, welcome back to my anime channel, Gizanime. Today we're going to be doing our manga readings again for the Return of the Disaster Class Heroes, or Hero. This couple chapters will be chapter 14 and 15. So a bit of a recap of things because it's been a little while. Geon has gone to this curator type person who is going to appraise, I guess, these artifacts that he has so that he can sell them for money so that he can make other things to help him defeat the other saints. So far he has taken over Yang Wee's body and put it into this stuffed rabbit type creature. We're also introduced to a couple new characters, Sophie Mardi and Stephen Marker, who again looks like Thomas from the Solo Leveling series. I mean, their similarities are kind of absurd. Geon has also been able to subdue one of these deities, familiars type creatures, and basically make it his own familiar. Yeah, so that's pretty much a summary of what's been going on in the last few chapters and kind of an up-to-date thing of what's going on. Again, it's been a little while, so I might have a little bit of a gap in the things I recollect. But with that said, though, let's get on to these next two chapters, see what happens, and I'll see you there. Alright, everybody, here is chapter 14, so let's get on with this and see again what happens. I don't remember ever taking on a student, though. Okay, again, because the appraiser said something about, him being one of his proteges or something to that effect. So, something like that happened. Considering your age, you couldn't be a direct student. Your skill is quite impressive. I was almost fooled. I was like, fucking, I'll punch the shit out of you. Should I just punch this con man in the face? He's really doing his best to hold back. I see now. This is the item I received after being recognized by Geon as a student. Huh? Isn't this the notebook I lost? Wait a second. Could this guy be the newbie that chased me around China? He was being a pain, so I thought he was bothering me, but you sure grew old in just 20 years. He truly had a wonderful eye for items. He even gave me such useful information. But one day he suddenly left his lodgings, leaving this behind. I thought I lost it, but this guy stole it, huh? His handwriting is quite bad, so I can't read anything, but it must be his notebook for ideas. To have received such a precious item. That's my hit list, though. Oh. That's messed up. After my reawakening, whatever I punch, I end up getting information out of. But since he's an SS rank appraiser, some nice information ought to come right out. Or come out, right? This guy's like, I'm just gonna beat the information out of you.
Yeah, that hurt.
Just gonna tell me everything you know. However, this notebook ought to be of more use to a talented young man like yourself. Please take this as well. Oh, nice. I had some designs I wrote down in here too. It was such a little disappointing when I lost it. The sleeping notebook is reacting to its owner's magic power. The notebook will evolve to a divine artifact as a result of Orphikai's magic power. Okay, so the creature that he's been imbued with by its power is somehow evolving the notebook into an actual artifact. That's pretty interesting. Goodness, it's a memory storing divine artifact. It seems you have a new skill, or it seems you have a skill that I've never seen before in my life. Jin Myung Nim, something's happened. Huh? What's wrong? The Saintess is outside. Just... What are they getting so flustered about the Saintess for? Saintess. Oh, yeah. Sophie. I'm wondering why he said Saintess like that. Like, he just... I guess, it's been so long he doesn't know, like, what they call her out here. Instead of just saying Sophie, then he would instantly know who it was. What are these vulgar people staring at me for? This always happens when
Shut up!
Sophie Mardi. Doesn't the Saintess only appear in official settings? I've heard that even just leaving the church is a complicated matter. Waiting any longer is a waste of time. I'll meet and talk with him myself. That appraiser has to buy our divine artifacts at a high price for us to afford our auction funds. But just how long will he make us wait? As long as he needs be. He's kind of busy with somebody else a little more important than you are. Saintess, there's still a guest inside. Just who is this guest for him to treat me like this? Let's have a look at this guy's face. Okay, well, if he didn't know who it was before, he knows who it is now. Huh?
What is love?
Oh my gosh. She's infatuated with him. He's stunning, dashing, charming, beautiful. This face. What a gorgeous man. I need to get closer. I want to see him punch her. Oh wow, like this massive snake creature's power? Or maybe the creature itself just manifested itself in front of her. Yeah, she is definitely in shock and awe. Shock and awe. Saintess, are you alright? Okay, yeah. What was that? That magic power I just felt. It was as if hundreds of servants had coiled around me. I have to leave this place immediately. Wow, she is booking it out of there. Saintess. Why is she leaving right after coming in? Maybe she's feeling sick. Yeah, that's what it is. She's feeling a little ill. One affiliated with the Zodiacs has approached Ophiuchus fearlessly. And I'm sorry, I know I'm pronouncing this thing's name way wrong. I can't figure it out. My bad. But apparently, approaching Geon fearlessly like this is a no-no. Your divine power has been sharpened by the divine power of Ophiuchus. Current divine power, 35%. Divine power, is that different from magic power? Okay, so he's only at 35% divine power. So, like, with Yonghui, when the deity thing kind of took over him, I think that's kind of like the same thing. So, at 100% of whatever this deity is, or whatever this creature is that took over, or gave its power to Geon, we were able to fully manifest. But right now, only a third of it can. Divine power is given form as godly power and is required to use it. You can still divine power for gods and other people. If your divine power reaches 0%, your zodiac will lose power. And if this state is prolonged, you will be weakened. I wonder if that will ever happen. I just get more and more stuff added on. Anyway, was that girl that just came in the Saintess? What? You don't even know her face? Even though she's all over the disciple columns? She's the Saint of Aquarius, Sophie Mardi. You really don't know her? Huh? Sophie? Sophie Mardi? I was wondering what was with all the Saintess talk. But this girl's the Saintess? That's just a transformation. No wonder I didn't recognize her. Her original form isn't too bad, and she's gotten prettier, But even if she gets plastic surgery to change her face, that rotten heart of hers hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, so that's why he didn't automatically know who it was, which makes sense. She changed her appearance. If I split the stuff I don't like into fish, bones, pets, and garbage, Sophie's a pest. I can't even consider her human. She considers her skincare routine to be more important than human lives. Oh, that's pretty grotesque person to associate with or know, that's for sure. I don't understand why they all consider her to be the pinnacle of compassion and self-sacrifice when she's really just a cruel, selfish person. Hey, even this guy gets it, so there's a redeeming quality that he has. Oh, so you know her a bit about her, huh? This is all because of the fact that she was Li Geon's physician. With that excuse, she attempted to collect the funds gathered under Li Geon's name. However, with the other saints after it, the government stepped in to manage it. Those guys tried to touch the money gathered in my name. One of the bigger takeaways, though, is the fact that because she was his physician, it seems like, okay, she tried to collect all the funds, so she tried to get all the money. I was thinking the artifacts too, but all his money. But because all the other saints, the government stepped in to basically dole it all out, I guess. But she tried to take it all in the first place, without even considering the others. Which again, goes to show like her nature. You know, she's a snake among snakes. But it seems like you're using her name so casually. Are you acquaintances with the saintess? There's no way she doesn't know me. We're old friends. But again, your appearance too has changed so much that she doesn't know who you are either. Saintess, are you alright? Do you really want to die? Damn it, why did Li Geon have to come back now? But that overwhelming magic power, he gave me goosebumps just like him. Have you ever thought that dying would be better than passing out? Huh? Go back to the pawn shop and figure out who that man was. Understood, but what should we do about the appraiser? No. I've changed my mind. Just kill them all.
Say what?
However, that appraiser is valued by Virgo quite a lot, and we have to sell our items. Souring my mood by putting me on the back burner, and that man that brought back my trauma. They're both simply impertinent fools. I'll even give you my divine artifact and lend you the god's power. However, Sophie Nim, using your powers in a neutral district is... Are you saying you can't follow my orders? There's no way I couldn't. The saintess's will is the will of the gods. So basically, what this girl is saying, though, is like you're about to break a bunch of rules, and we could get in a lot of trouble. But her ego doesn't understand that, and you're just gonna go forward with this foolish plan of yours and get a lot of people hurt, myself probably included, and yourself as well. In the long run, you just obviously don't care because you feel like we should kill these people now because you got butt hurt. Yeah. So that's about it. This Sophie woman is throwing a adult tantrum and doesn't care about anything but what she wants.
Right, meow.
The saintess's will is the will of the heavens. There's no way I could disobey the will of the 12 heavenly beings that hold dominion over the world. Where is the water leaking from? Okay. And that's the chapter. So that was chapter 14. In this chapter, we basically see that at the beginning, that the appraiser is somebody who basically chased around Geon previously, and I guess tried to get his teachings or something, and kind of just deems himself like Geon's self-appointed pupil or whatever. And after that, we see that he's given like this book Now, Geon calls his book his hit list, but the being that has empowered Geon has changed his book into some divine artifact that might have further uses. He also states that, he put like designs in the book as well, so it's more than just a hit list. So maybe this creature that has bestowed power upon Geon, and I keep calling it a creature because I really cannot pronounce this thing's name, so I'm just going to call it the creature or whatever, the snake. Maybe it has further enhanced these designs that Geon put into this book to further make them a little more powerful, useful, things of that nature, to make more better designs that he originally had. So then we get into Sophie, who really wants in the shop, so she just basically forces her way in, and then upon seeing Geon, at first takes note of how handsome he looks. She's infatuated with him, and then all of a sudden the power that Geon has kind of overwhelms her. She kind of was too forward with Geon and her approach, and again, the creature that has empowered Geon didn't like that, so it basically told her, who's the boss, and she ran out of there trembling in fear with her tail between her legs, and now she's so butthurt about this overwhelming power that she's sending people in to go take care of it. Now, I'm kind of wondering, if she's not even really thinking rationally, okay, because if she was, then she would know that, okay, if this thing had so much power that it sent me running, that perhaps me sending this underling of mine in here with this artifact might not be enough to get the job done. Because I want her to go in here and kill it, but I ran away. So if I ran away, what makes me think, that this girl can do the job any better than I could have? So the only thing I can think of is maybe she doesn't go in there to do that because, again, the underling did tell her, we're not supposed to be doing this stuff in the first place, so maybe she can just say, if everything goes south, she can be like, well, I didn't tell her to really do that, I'm not the one that sent her to go kill them or go attack them. She did that of her own volition, so there's that, I guess. Plausible deniability, basically. Alright, and then we go back to the end, basically, with Geon, where he's talking to the appraiser about who she was, and he basically says, well, that's Sophie, and Geon's, well, like, oh, I didn't notice that was her because she changed her appearance through either magic, cosmetic surgery, or whatnot, but she still remains the same person that she is, this snake among snakes again, like this really evil, conceited person who treats others like pawns or things and just doesn't care about their lives at all. So this really makes me wonder, though, again, I've mentioned this in previous videos, why these deities, that empowered these 12 saints, chose these people, because other than Hugo Otters, like, none of them really seem like they're good at all. So, again, that makes me think that perhaps, maybe, the 12 saints, these deities that empowered them are actually evil, and the snake creature is actually good, and there's that to consider. But yeah, not a lot happened in this chapter. We're just kind of given a little bit of not really even backstory, just kind of flesh out the character a little more, basically, for Sophie, and kind of discuss who the appraiser was to Geon previously. So with that said, let's get on to chapter 15. Hopefully a little more comes to light with that chapter, and we're given a little more information on, things. Obviously, we're probably going to get a fight at some point with Geon and the disciple or pupil of Sophie. Maybe the appraiser will get on the fight as well, and we'll see kind of the things that he's learned, because he's surrounded by all these artifacts, so there's no way that he probably hasn't tested them out and tried them. So he might be kind of powerful in his own little right. So that said, let's get on to this chapter, see what happens, and I'll see you there. Alright, everybody, chapter 15. Hopefully a little more happens in this one. Divine Artifact Store Complex, Center District. maybe we're going to be going somewhere else and not to the fight. What? What's all this water? But it's not even raining. Okay, that's kind of interesting. This water is faint, but I feel mana from it. Huh. It's almost like the shadow itself is looking back at him. With like, look at this. It has talons and stuff too. Something's coming, huh? Yep. Just reaches right up through the water to grab him. As it now tries to stalk after him. What is this? Somebody's screaming in the background. Whoa! What's this? Some more screaming. Is this some sort of event? What is this? Okay, so this is Sophie. I guess maybe her ability. Mirror of Replication. Yo, is this woman trying to kill everybody in the area and not just those two? Like, that's how butthurt her ego is. The ones who were just replicated are only A-ranked disciples. But if ants attack in large numbers, they can even take down an elephant. Well, Geon is not just your regular elephant. Hey, Sanctus guards. Why is a battle skill being used in a neutral zone? Cancel it right now. Everything is being done as per the Saint's orders, so do not complain. What? All of this is the will of heaven. Divine artifact activation. No! And, okay, so... yeah. This girl has definitely overstepped her bounds, that's for sure. Whether it is the will of this girl or not is really irrelevant. If you know what she's doing is wrong, you should not do it. Alright, I will now go take care of the man in the Divine Artifact Appraiser store. In the meantime, you go capture the Divine Artifact Appraiser. Shit, when did... I have to get out of this quickly. Before I lose consciousness. Alright, again, more water seeping into the building. I'm sure they realize it's some kind of attack. Is something happening outside? Suspicious mana is lingering. Alright, so they capture him. Or at least look like they capture him. Don't move. I have no ill will against you, but the Satanist is displeased because of you. Okay, now she looks like she snuck up on him really quickly, but I'm almost positive Geon knew she was coming in there. Like, she didn't sneak up on him like she thought she did. He let her sneak up like she thought she did.
Well, duh.
If you don't want your blood spilled unnecessarily, don't do anything stupid. Like, they don't plan on killing you anyway, so that seems like a mute statement to make, but okay. The Satanist told me to kill both of you, but if you apologize for belittling the Sanctus and buy our divine artifact at a high price, I'll put in a good word for you to the Sanctus. Is it normal for people to swing around knives in public spaces nowadays? In my time, no one ever thought to use weapons outside. You got to grabbed it and broke it in half. Jin Myung, have them pay for the damages. That dagger is a divine artifact of Aquarius. He broke it with only his hands. I told you not to move. Yeah, I don't care what you said. Just smacks it away. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. You have any more of these? They feel pretty nice to punch. I like hitting them. Unbelievable. He destroyed an A-rate glove rotation with one strike. It says the Satanist expected. This man is dangerous. Are you injured anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so the appraiser didn't do anything like I thought he would, which is a little disappointing. I have to eliminate him here so that he doesn't harm the Satanist. I wonder if he can block this as well. This was made with the Saintess' high purity mana. An orange rank summon water wolf. Pet, she's giving me a feast after quite a while. Hey, Jim Young. You told me I could take anything I liked, right? Also, I don't know if y'all can hear the noise, but I've got a chicken under the house that's just making all kinds of noise. So if you hear that, that's what that is. I'll be taking these for now. Okay, and Geon just kind of blitzes ahead. So fast that he was breaking stuff. I guess he's about to cut down these wolves. These knives are great. You have obtained data. Oblivion Calling Water Chalice. As expected of these that pest dogs, these materials are A rank and up. What is score I'm getting from just coming to this to get something appraised? Right, and Geon looking incredibly crazed and like a lunatic right now, which is, well, rather fitting for his character, to be honest. You have obtained data, replication fragment. Okay, so is he, like this data he's obtaining, mirror of replication is to spell fragment, so is he able to, like, basically copy a part of the skill? You have obtained data. You have obtained data. Nocturnality without the need to sleep. You have obtained data. Obsession toward food. Mentality boost trait. You have obtained data. Tenacious grip. Restraint decreased by 0.5% or 5%. I can't tell. Zodiac experience points have increased. Okay, so he's just getting skill after skill. So again, this one here, the replication fragment, so I'm thinking he can replicate a part of the ability that Sophie used. This one is kind of cool. So nocturnality without the need to sleep. So I'm guessing, as per the skill or what it says, he doesn't need to sleep ever again. That seems like it could come in handy at some point. Obsession toward food, that's me. Yeah, I really like to eat and cook and things of that nature. So, mentality boost trait. So I guess he's mentally stronger now. It doesn't really give like a percentage, so it doesn't really say how much stronger he is. Because the percent is after the 5, I'm thinking it's 0.5%. And with somebody with Geon strength, even this little bit of an increase seems like it might be a bit powerful. If it's 5% though, that's really good. And then increase in experience. Wow, what a score! Unbelievable. This woman's just like, what's going on? The Saintess' summons were killed so easily. Hey, don't tell me you're done with just this. Throw some more at me. I've got way more to give. I'm just getting warmed up, so
I can do this all day.
You better throw more out or something's gonna happen. He's not someone I'm a match for. No shit, he's not someone you're a match for. Sophie fucking dipped, which means she's not a match for him. So I don't know why you would think you were a match for him at all, even with all the damn artifacts. Like, you could probably come with the entire storehouse of artifacts that you all have thrown together in your little hideout hole, and it still wouldn't matter. Also, his Ophikairis is like standing right behind her, or at least like the power of him. If I face him, I'll die for sure. No kidding. Shit, you won't get away with this. As she bolts out the door. And that's probably the smartest thing she did so far in this entire encounter. People who say shit like that aren't scary at all. This man, as I thought. Just say, hi young, are you okay? The Aquarius disciples just started an indiscriminate attack. Only just barely managed to escape. You're here, we're just about to finish up. What in the world happened here? Not much. This mana, aren't they summons that the Satanist makes? Looks like it, but sending a production class like me all these is just asking me to use them as materials. Anyway, we have to get out of here before more of them come. I'm kind of looking forward to more of them coming. Oh, wait. 20 years ago, I followed Geon around to watch over his production methods. I clearly remember his process of fighting monsters and obtaining materials from them. That demonic expression earlier. That battle filled with madness.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Could you be Geon? Shh. This guy's actually pretty smart. I'll be coming back for those materials, so keep them safe for me. I have something to ask you later as well. Yo, this appraiser dude, he probably just creamed his pants. Like, let's be honest. Because the way he was talking about Geon and his exploits in the past and things of that nature, and just the way he seems to look, like this right here, that's a cream your pants look. So he's definitely looking forward to him coming back. Thank you very much. Please come again. Alright. Hyung, why is the Satanist targeting you? I wonder, did I rub her the wrong way? Did you make an enemy out of her for something? Just wait. I'll show you something I'm using soon. Alright, everybody, and that was the chapter. So, it's just a chapter that kind of displays Geon's powers again. That he's, overwhelmingly strong. He gained a number of skills, or at least increased some skills. Like his experience that he had, he increased that. The end of the chapter, we notice, that the appraiser figures out, that that's Geon just because of the way he acts, which is in keeping with his character, this insatiable bloodlust for fighting, his incredible power, and as the appraiser mentions, the way that he collects materials to make artifacts and whatnot with is kind of just in nature with him. So this is obviously not a student of Geon, this is Geon himself. And Geon's like, hey, hush, don't say it too loudly, I don't want anybody else to know. Other than, again, just the fight, nothing again really happened. We're not really given a whole lot of detail or story building per se. This girl just runs out after Geon basically destroys everything she threw at him, which makes me wonder if maybe this girl at some point, looks back at this and goes, okay, this guy's really super powerful, maybe I should join sides with him, and maybe in the future she'll switch over from Sophie to his side, because obviously he's so strong that he could protect her if Sophie came after her. And Sophie, I don't know why she has any disciples. This woman is a tyrant, a madman, a mad woman. Like, she I think this is the same woman she almost choked the crap out of the other day for talking back to her or something to that effect, or mentioning something while she was in the tub. So I don't know why anybody would be her disciple. She's clearly not all there. And maybe, again, this girl will switch sides at some point, which would be interesting to see. I'm also curious as to what he has to ask the appraiser, because Geon at the end says, I'll be back, so gather up all the materials from these creatures, and I have something else I need to ask you. So I'm wondering what that is, if it has anything to either do with the book, or any sort of training that the appraiser might have interpreted as training, back in the day, because, let's be honest, Geon really wasn't training him. But maybe there's something in that Geon might need to be aware of or know. Possibly. Or maybe something to do with other artifacts, where's like such and such artifact. Because as an appraiser, all the best artifacts probably would have came by him. So there's something that Geon's looking for. This guy's probably aware of where it is. That actually might be the best bet too. So something that he's looking for, that the appraiser knows where it's at. But that's pretty much it. I wonder if Sophie's going to get in any trouble for doing what she did. Since the Saints are pretty strong, I can't imagine she would get into trouble because, like, who's going to, arrest her or anything of that nature? So she feels like she can just do anything and get away with it, kind of nature in her mind, at least. The only other person that could possibly go after her, other than Geon, is the other Saints. And I get the feeling that they're not going to do that. Even Hugo Otters probably wouldn't do something of that nature, even though he might know it's right. But, yeah, let me know what you all thought of these 2 chapters. And, let's see, today is Monday. I might start doing them on Wednesdays again. The job that I have gives me Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. So the summertime render episode reactions that I do will either be Tuesday and Wednesday, or I'll have them both on Tuesday or Wednesday. So that'll probably be the schedule. Yeah, let me know what y'all thought of these chapters, and I will see you all again next time.